In this video, I will explain the concept of half steps and whole steps, and we'll talk a little bit about two scales, the major scale and the chromatic scale, which are pretty simple. We just need to make sure we understand the basics going in. So on the left-hand side here, I have the staffs, just a treble clef, so we're just going to stay in one staff. 4/4 time, that's not so important. We're really just going to notate a couple things. So I'm just going to start out by drawing 4 quarter notes. Hopefully, this program is miraculous. And do the same thing in the next bar. So we've just got a scale here, starting from C and going up 1 octave to the next C in the treble clef. So what we have here is called a C major scale. And it's not just because it starts on C and ends on C, but a major scale has to do with the relationship of the spaces in between the notes. So let's go to the first C here on the bottom. And I'm going to try and kind of point this out here. This is a whole step from C to D. That's a whole step. So what do we mean by whole steps? If we look at the keyboard here on the right, when we go from C to D, that's a whole step because there are 2 steps. There are 2 halves to this step from C to D. One is C going to the C sharp, which is the note in between C and D. C, C sharp to D. That means we've had to step once to this note and then one more step to the D. Okay, C to D is a whole step. That's the kind of beginning of the formula for a major scale. So any scale, any major scale note that you start on. So let's say if we were going to do G major scale, the first note would be a G, and the second note would have to be one whole step above that G, which would be an A. Let's go back to the example we have here. C to D, we saw on the keyboard here, is a whole step because it's made up of 2 half steps. Okay, half steps in our Western system of notation most of the time is the smallest distance between 2 notes. Certainly on the piano, it's the smallest distance between 2 notes. You can't get less than a half step on a piano.